Nighttime baseball on tap from Comerica Park in Motown. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season. Between the Colorado Rockies. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Charlie Blackmon is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Drilled right back up the middle, and stretching for it is Kinsler, but it's out of reach, a base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now a throw over to first. A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
Man, he wanted that pitch, and I can't blame him. When you're facing a good hitter like this, you want that strike. You need that strike. It's 0-2 instead of 1-1.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Park going back on it. He's there and records the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box,
hitter,
Carlos Gonzalez. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now a throw over. Lifted into center field. Park is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hit hard back up the middle. And a diving effort there from Kinsler, but it'll go for naught, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. It's a good first inning RBI spot for him. Runners at the corners and 2 gone. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harper on the run. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And striding in is the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Now to get things rolling in the
number 5, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. On the ground up the middle. Desmond fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Miguel Sano. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Fly ball out toward left center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He brings a batting average just south of 320 into this one. Too low, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly a sitting fastball ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1. Hot shot to third. Fielded there by Reynolds. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Here's Yonder Alonso. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. In there, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for a hit. In now, Brett Gardner. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. To second for 1. On to first as they get. Here's Bryce Harper now. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat.
Bryce Harper.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone to lead off the inning. Here's Justin Upton now. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s.
Justin Upton.
High in the air out to center field. And Gardner there to put it away for the first out. Striding into the box, James McCann. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Looped over toward first. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. At the plate, Nick Castellanos. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. At the plate, Red Park. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Blackman will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Ian Kinsler
sends that one out of play for strike one. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. 1-1 offering on its way to Kinsler. A high fastball is in there.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, bases loaded. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Here's Mark Reynolds. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Third baseman, Mark Reynolds.
Fouled back. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Charlie Blackman, a base hit in his first trip. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Here's Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Gonzalez.
From the stretch. Lays off 1-0.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there, that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. And I think he's probably swinging here, too. 3-1.
Gonzalez able to lay off, and he's aboard after working a base on balls. Digging in to try it again, Ian Desmond. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Here it comes on 1-1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Sano. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Miguel Sano.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now batting, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
1-1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Bryce Harper now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Pulled toward right center field. Gardner on the move. He makes the play. A great catch on the. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
DJ
Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1. Here's Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Park is there, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He singled his last time up.
Ball 1.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. No runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Zimmerman is there, and the side is retired. Here's Justin Upton now. 0 for him here in this one.
Leading off the 4th inning.
First pitch on its way to Upton.
Justin Upton.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, James McCann. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, Nick Castellanos. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So digging in now, Red Hart.
Red Hart.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. For Castellanos, he picks up double number 2 on the year. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Too high. 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Well, that was a classic strikeout pitch with the changeup down right there. He just missed. You know, he hit fastball, then came back with the changeup. I think he
and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game. Throw won't get him. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Gardner is there, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Brett Gardner. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
There's Kinsler at second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping in, Mark Reynolds. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
And Upton's got this one. 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Charlie Blackmon. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Upton's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Miguel.
Leading off for the Tigers, third baseman, Miguel.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one. but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone.
This is hit well out toward left field. Blackman racing back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder number
Ready once
74.
again, Bryce Harper comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Little dribbler up the first baseline, and he'll just step on first here to take the sure out. So striding in, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Swing and a liner, but foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And he is in there. Stepping in, James McCann. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing. Ready once again, Aaron Judge. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Carlos
Gonzalez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
Lays off 2-2 now. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
And a neck-high fastball that time. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Striding in once again, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. Digging in and looking.
Leading up for the Tigers. Designated
Carlos
hitter,
Estevez
Nick.
enters to do the pitching in the.
Oh. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Frank
hitting for the
Ibarra
Tigers.
is going to come off
Number
the bench.
24.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. And he lays off there 1-0. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. Still without a home run and 8 runs batted in.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
1-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Red Park. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And this is going to get on by Desmond. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away. Ready for another shot now. Ian Kinsler. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Gardner is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Jan.
Leading off for the Rockies.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen, as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Harper has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Digging in once again, Robinson Chirinos. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him looking with the fastball, as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Here's Brett Gardner now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Scorched to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly, but the recovery throw will be in time to first. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And there's ball 1. The pitch. Cold strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Right fielder.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground, but foul. Now here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Fielder number 8, Justin
Upton. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. To short, hit hard. There is Desmond. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
Up next for the Tigers.
So striding in, James McCann. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and he is out at second. Here's Mark Reynolds. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. High pop up. And there's the first out. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Here's big Aaron Judge. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. And indeed no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. A couple of walks for him thus far. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
Park is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Now in the box, James McCann. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Number 31, Alec
Abdul Riley is on to pitch out of the bullpen. In the bottom half of the 8th.
Abdul Riley.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Gardner is there. Makes the play. 1 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Frank Ibarra. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gardner's after it. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Tigers.
Digging in to try it again. Red Park. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Swinging a soft liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the... Into the box. Desmond. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Bruce Rondon.
Desmond.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
LeMahieu.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready with the 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. Hit on the ground out to short. Iglesias is up with it. On to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game. At the plate, Yonder Alonso. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Justin Wilson gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. David Vasquez will get the call to pinch hit here. We'll see what he can do with 2 out. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
3-1 now.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Standing in.
Catcher Robinson Chirino.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, that fastball's always the hardest one to lay off. It's right there in your eyes. It looks so good. Good job of holding up.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Colorado, good night. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers. 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rockies, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Comerica Park. A sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.
Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. It's the home opener of this new season. Between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle. Next on MLB Network, Mike Trout is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounded to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Spot tonight, shortstop Ben Zobrist.
A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Sanchez corrals it, but he can't get it there in time. Zobrist reaches on the strikeout. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Runners on first with 1 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding forward now, Justin Turner. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Runners going. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Moving under it, Bradley. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Justin Bour. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Justin Bour.
And a ball 1-0. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Nelson Cruz comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Sitting 3-0 right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him turn him loose and give him the green light.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Batting fourth.
Stepping up now, Nomar Mazara. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ramos has a play, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Left fielder, Corey.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a foul.
Mike Morin comes in unexpectedly from the
Yankees. Number 64, Mike Morin.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Squared that one up just a little late. Again, a 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bradley patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
Andrew McCutchen.
And a fastball just a bit up. 1-0 pitch on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Designated hitter.
Melky Cabrera is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutchen on the move. 1 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Gary Sanchez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that one stayed too low apparently. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jackie Bradley Jr. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bottom of the second here with no score. Again, he sends it out of play. Chopped foul wide of first. Now another 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Neil Walker, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there. Into the box, Wilson Ramos. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Number 40.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Second baseman, Jason.
He comes set.
Kipnis.
Here's the 0-0 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike
Carter Capps is going to jump into this one much earlier than I think he ever anticipated.
Carter.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Striding in once again, Anthony Rizzo. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Third inning, no score to this point. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Into the box now as Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the second deck and gone. Digging in, Justin Bohr. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Grounded foul. The next 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. drilled right back up the middle. And this will get by Zobrist at short. It's a base hit. Here's Nelson Cruz now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here. On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Line drive to center field, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. Now in the box, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mazzara has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bradley comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. At the plate, Melky Cabrera. He popped out in his first trip. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Walker is over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazzara. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Nomar Mazzara becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
digging in to try it again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 0-2, here it comes. Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to go around, but it's a... Here's the catcher, Wilson.
Leading off
Ramos.
for Arizona, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now Jason Kipnis, a base hit in his first trip. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And he got him. Ready once again, Mike Trout, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Mike Trout.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
And in game 1 of this series, it sure doesn't hurt that you make the closer come in, and he threw a ton of pitches. It's possible he might not be available going forward.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Here it comes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Walker ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A great running play. And here's Neil Walker. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman Neil Walker.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and foul tipped straight back off the catcher's mask. And that cannot be a pleasant feeling. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Ball 3 to the 9 hitter, and everybody's kind of going, all right, if we can just get him to walk.
Ouch, that one hit him. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Bour. A hit in 2 tries so far.
34, Justin Bour.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Digging in once again, Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, a splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. 2-1. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Working for the punch out and the offering, and he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game. Here's Ben Zobrist.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks,
Jake Diekman will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Diekman.
Here's a high pop-up. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And he misses there, 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw won't get him. Ready for another shot now. Justin Turner. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Pitch inside, the throw. Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely. Outside, 2-1. Well, for Rizzo, that's stolen base number 1 on the young season. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1. Digging in once again, Andrew McCutcheon. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Lifted in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Paul Goldschmidt. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Clearly they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nomar Mazara. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Too low, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a looper to left. Here comes Dickerson. He's got it 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch. And a fastball just a bit high. 1 run, 4 hits. And no errors for the Yankees so far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson's after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in to try it again.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the designated hitter, Melky Cabrera.
First pitch on its way. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away.
Now
digging in, Wilson Ramos. A hit in 2 tries so far. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Taken there by Cabrera on to first, and there are 2 down. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Hit on the ground out to short. Cabrera's there. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Center fielder.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite them.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on. Alex Wood. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Neil Walker is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. On the ground to third. Turner has it. Kipnis on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Digging in the switch hitter. Here's the first pitch to him. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Coming on is McCutchen, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Stepping in, Justin Bohr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now sure would be a good time.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. 3-0 now. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. And he misses with it. Ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Into the box, Nelson Cruz. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground left side. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Now he's working on a 1 for 3. Tommy Hunter. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And he will look at a called third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now. First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, and he'll avoid the fragments out. Coming to the plate now, Mike.
Leading off for Arizona, center fielder
Raisel Iglesias has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Well, he's got a nice count, 2-0. I know he's looking for something to hit here, but hey, a walk wouldn't hurt you either. Down late in the game, base runners don't hurt. Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number one.
Shortstop, Ben Zobrist.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out. Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. And he lays off for ball 1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And a neck-high fastball that time. To short, hit hard. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage. In now, Josh Donaldson. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Josh Donaldson.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And there's your first out of the inning. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Check his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around first. He's digging for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jackie
He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. Striding into the box, Neil Walker,
for the
0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Walker.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in now as Dribble Cabrera. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Digging in, Justin Bohr. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now the 0-1. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. Stepping into the box, Nelson Cruz. He singled his last time up.
Nelson Cruz.
Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Andrew McCutchen.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the 9th. Stepping up now, Melky Cabrera. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch swinging as this will be a chance for Walker at second. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped fouled at the plate. And here's a ball hit in the air. Walker is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.